What is Wi-Fi only phone? What is LLA? What is iCloud bypass? What is SIM lock? What is China version? Is China version iPhone fake? Is it clone? In this video, I'm going to be explaining everything you need to know about iPhones. The first thing you need to know about iPhones is that every country has their phone region. It's only Africa that we don't have our own phone region. We use any phone region. But countries like China, Korea, US, they have their own phone regions designed for their own purpose. Like US version iPhones are LLA phones. LLA phones. Right? And LLA phones are eSIM only because that's what was designed for them. Canadian version iPhones, yes, CA. Canadian version iPhones is also eSIM only because it's designed for what they need. China version is CHA and it is dual SIM because over there in China they use physical SIM and they use two SIMs. European version is physical plus eSIM. This is the most expensive phone region because of it is physical and it is also eSIM. Hong Kong is ZPA. Hong Kong is also physical and eSIM and it is also very expensive too. Then there is Japan. Japan is JA. There's UK, BA. UAE. That's the Middle Eastern regions. That's AE/A or ABA. And then there's Korea, KHA. India, HNA. Singapore, ZAA, Vietnam, ZMA, Thailand, THA, Malaysia, MYA, Taiwan, TAA, Australia, XA, and Brazil, BRA. You see that it is only Africa that they don't rate. iPhone no just rate Africa. Like you see that almost every country has their own distinct design. It's only Africa, like Asians even have about 3. Asia, Korea, that's Korea, Japan, and China, right? They have about 3. It's only Africa. They don't even do for South Africa. They don't even do for Nigeria. And who uses iPhones like high population? We also use iPhones, but they do not design anything for us because they know that we'll accept anything. So the second thing we are going to be talking about on this video is MDM-lock. I know that majority of you have not heard of MDM-lock, and I'm going to explain what MDM-lock is. Mobile device management. That's what MDM-lock stands for. It is used by schools and companies, right? Maybe I have a university, right? And I want to give my students phones. I will buy phones from iPhone in bulk, and then I will use our own security lock to lock the phone. You get? So we can monitor what you use that phone to do. You are only going to use that phone to maybe work and watch movies and the rest, but you cannot use it outside of that. You cannot use it for some particular things. So majority of these people, they will buy these phones from these students, then they will now go and unlock it and sell it for you. But mind you, MDM-lock, you can use SIM on it. It's not like iCloud bypass, which I'm going into. You can use SIM on it, but you cannot flash it. And even if you flash it, you can easily unlock it. It is much more better. Getting an MDM-lock phone is very, very much more better than getting a bypass phone. But it is still a little bit expensive. It's still almost the same price with a normal phone. Maybe normal 16 is like 500k. Then MDM-lock phone is like let me just say 350 or 400k. Do you get? So it's almost the same price, but the only thing is that if you flash the phone, you have to take it back to your phone tech to help you bypass it again. And the only thing is that once you flash the phone or once you restore it to factory setting, it will lock again, so you have to bypass it again with your phone tech. And to bypass it is very, very cheap. 10 to 15,000. Anybody that tell you that is more than this is a liar. Even in China, it's 10 RMB, and 10 RMB is like 4,000 naira. So to unlock MDM bypass phones is very, very cheap. It's very, very easy. You can do whatever you want to do with it as far as you've bypassed it. And majority of these students, they will go and bypass these phones and sell it for you at normal price, and you don't know. So that you need to watch out. If you are buying phones from China, you need to ask them, is there any lock on it? You have to ask them. The third one we are going to talk about is iCloud bypassed. iCloud bypassed phones are Wi-Fi only phones. because of it has been bypassed, it is no longer on Apple's server anymore. And if an iPhone is no longer on Apple's server anymore, you cannot use it to do specific things because it is going to lock again. And once it locks, this one is it is very expensive to unlock it. So you cannot update it, you cannot flash it, you cannot restore to factory setting. And you cannot use it to make calls. Like, you cannot do chip unlock on this one. The whole process to unlock it. But some phone tech, that's their specialty. They know how to unlock it, but it's a little bit expensive. I don't know honestly, I don't know how much it costs to unlock an iCloud locked phone or to bypass an iCloud locked phone. So people that buy these phones, they are majorly content creators and the rest, people that just need a second phone to use and work. They know that yes, they already have a phone, they just need another phone to work with, maybe for videos, for content. You already know that this phone, you cannot flash it, this phone, you cannot update it. If you want to sell it to another person, you just manually delete what is on the phone and sell it to them. So if you follow these rules and regulation, you are good to go. Me, I used to explain it to my customers first before they buy phones. There was a customer that he got a 15 from me. Later, he now updated it. I told him, why did you update this phone? Why did you update it? He said that he did not know. I'm like, I explained this thing to you. So that kind of thing is not on me, it's on him. Locked and unlocked phones. That's eSIM lock. eSIM lock is also a type of Wi-Fi only phone, but we are getting there. And then there is unlocked phones. So we are going to start with factory unlock. It will be showing no SIM restriction. If you go to the about section, it will be showing no SIM restriction. That's factory unlock. Then there is SIM lock. eSIM lock or SIM lock is when, if you go to the about section, it's showing SIM locked. My phone now is a SIM lock 16 plus. It is locked to AT&T network. That means it is locked to a US version network. And if I want to unlock this phone, it is either I unlock it using paying about, I think, $200 to AT&T to unlock it for me, or I think that's the only way, or I create a SIM slot on it, or I do chip unlock on it. So it's this type of phones that they do chip unlock for, an eSIM lock phone. Do you get? These are the type of phones they do chip unlock for. You cannot do chip unlock for bypass phones, right? But I think there is a way you can do chip unlock on it too, but I don't really know that. Like, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't really know that. But if you know that you want to do chip unlock, is eSIM lock phones that you can do it for. SIM lock phones, you can do chip unlock for it. And or the third thing that you can do is SIM modification. So that's what my phone also is. My phone is a SIM lock that has been modified to accept physical SIM. So now I can remove the SIM and put another SIM inside of it. Instead of doing chip unlock that they will open the phone and put only one SIM inside. This one is different because it has a SIM slot. So I can just manually remove the SIM and put another SIM. Right now, there is a SIM on my phone, an MTN SIM. And I can remove it and put my Glo. I can remove it and put my Airtel. So this one is much more convenient than doing chip unlock for a phone that they have to open the phone, put the SIM, close it back. This one is much more convenient. What else have we not talked about? Physical and eSIM. Physical and eSIM. No, I told you that there are some phones that comes with physical and eSIM. These phones are EU version iPhones. That's the UK use and Kong. And like I said earlier, these phones are a little bit more expensive. Then we have refurbished, used, and brand new. So I'm going to start with refurbished. Refurbished phone is when a phone has been repaired. So maybe screen, battery, and camera has been repaired or replaced, or screen and battery. What I explain as a refurbished phone, if screen and battery has been replaced, it is a refurbished phone for me. But if it is only screen, I don't call it refurbished. So everybody has their own meaning to phones. So used phone is when it is used, and there are different types of used phone. There is grade A used phone. Grade A is very, very neat. The body is clean. Now the body is going to be clean. The way this body is clean, this is a grade A iPad 10th gen. Do you get? This is a grade A iPad 10 gen. The only thing that is not working on this iPad is the fingerprint. That's the only thing not working on this iPad. But this is clean. You get? Some people might still not call it grade A, so you can call it whatever you like. This iPad is 320,000 naira. 64 GB. This is sold for 420,000 naira in Nigeria. Quote me if I'm wrong. Used iPhones, there's grade A, grade B, and grade C. I think grade C falls under replace screen or replace battery only. Grade B is when the phone has visible cosmetic wear. That's what they call it in China. It has visible cosmetic wear, like the body is already beginning to fade, or there's scratches on the back or on the body. That is a grade B phone. But grade C is when the screen or the battery has been replaced, not the two, one of the two. And we have the modified iPhones. This one, I've also spoken about it. Modified iPhones are when the phone can only accept eSIM, and then they manually, all these factories in China, because in China, there are factories that modify SIM slots. Ouch. So there are factories that modify SIM slots, so they will just go modify, and it's very cheap in China. It's like 100 RMB. 100 RMB is like 24,000 or less. Let me just say around 20 to 25,000 naira to modify it all. But in Nigeria here, to do chip unlock is like 35k, depending on the phone. Let's just start from 35k. And that chip unlock, they will have to open the phone like this, and put your SIM inside and close it back. So that way, if you want to sell that phone, you have to go to a phone tech and remove your SIM. Like, the stress, do you get? So people like me, I prefer modified phones. Yes, if I know that I want to go for cheap option, modified phones are cheaper. Okay, you are buying a 16 plus for 850k fully unlocked, but you are buying a cheap unlock 16 plus, modified 16 plus for 750. If you're even lucky, if you can even get 256 GB. Like my phone is 256 GB if you're lucky, if there is a good deal on ground. So yes, that is that on this video. I'm even going out now, but I'm making this video so that I can edit it on my way going to where I'm going to. So yes, see you on my next video. Bye.